Hi, it's me again. Thought I would give this another shot. These are totally unrehearsed. Can you tell? All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video, I think. I don't know, since I was wrong on time last time, but I'll try. This time we're going to do, or start the same way, a little bit of breath work, and then we're going to do a variation on legs up the wall. In this case, we're going to be doing legs up the chair. So if you have a chair, any chair will do. It can be a stool, it can be a chest, anything that allows your legs to bend at about 90 degrees. I have a blanket thrown over my chair just because mine is cold metal. I will set that up to show you the pose, and then I will do a reading. And for this class, the reading I'm going to do is from this book, 111 Invitations. It's from a local author, Barb Klein. The book is absolutely wonderful. I highly recommend it. You can get it on Amazon. So we'll start with a breath, and this is a breath we'll practice for a few minutes, and then you can take this breath into the practice of your pose. This breath is simply going to be an extended exhale. So in the last video, we started with a little bit of an even breath in, even breath out. This time we're going to extend the exhale a little longer. What that does is it's the parasympathetic nervous system, or our rest and digest system, that is in charge of the exhale. And so by extending the exhale, we're stimulating that system a little bit more and encouraging our bodies to physically relax. When there's a crisis like what's going on right now, we spend so much time revved up in kind of our fight or flight or freeze mode. So we're trying to settle that down. This is a really nice video that you could try before bed or any time that you need to do a little relaxation. As you can see, I'm not wearing yoga clothes, just relatively comfortable clothes, but not yoga clothes. You don't have to either. So find a seat. I've got a little bit of a blanket under my bottom as well to help me sit up straight. You can sit in a chair for this part. You can cross your legs or not. You can sit however you'd like. Eyes can be opened or closed. Draw your attention inside. Scan around your body, noticing what's there. We're cultivating a sense of curiosity in yoga that is curiosity without criticism. So we're observing, we're scanning, we're shining a flashlight into the corners of our body, our mind, and yet letting it be as it is. So as you shine that flashlight or maybe a spotlight around those corners, you might find tension. You might find pain, both emotional and physical. Neither are unavoidable in this life, a point that's probably been brought home to most of us, even more so within the last few days. And yet we can allow whatever is there to simply be without having to fight or struggle with it. Allow your attention to settle on your breath. You might think of connecting with your breath. Buddhist meditation teacher Sharon Salzberg talks about noticing the breath as if it's in a crowd, noticing a friend. Hey there, friend. Hey there, breath. You don't have to force it or run over to it. It's something that you discover and notice. To help yourself with that awareness of breath, you might want to lay hands on your body, maybe one hand over your lower torso, your diaphragm, another hand on your chest. You might lay your hands on the sides of your ribs, or always the option to keep them on your lap, perhaps in wisdom mudra, which is first finger and thumb together, lying those hands down, resting on your thighs or wherever can be more grounding. So as you become aware of your breath, breathing in and out through the nose if that's available to you, See if you can first cultivate an even breath in, even breath out. So you may want to count the length of the breath silently in your head, something along the lines of in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. Whatever numbers you get to is fine. So we are trying to put a little bit of control on the breath here, but we're trying to do it with as minimal effort as possible. I told you to walk across the room, placing the least amount of effort that you can do. That's what we're trying to do with our breath. Once you feel that you have this even breath in, even breath out established, then you might like to try lengthening the breath a bit, mainly on the exhale. So for example, I'll do the same breath in 3 count and make my exhale a little longer. So in, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4. I simply added 1 beat on the length of my exhale, 1 beat longer than the inhale. If you feel comfortable going a little bit longer than that, you may even wish to extend the exhale twice as long as the inhale, as long as that's natural and comfortable. So that would be more along the lines of inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one other element, if it's hard for you to access that longer exhale, you can also try allowing the exhale to come out through pursed lips. So that would be along the lines of inhale, 2, 3, and I won't be able to count. So that was to a 6 count in my head. As you continue to breathe this way, I'll set up the pose for you. This, again, is a version of legs up the wall. You might also think of it as an alternate version of shavasana. So you're going to start with your side all the way up to your chair. And then from there, you're going to swing your legs around so that your shins rest on your chair. So you can see I'm leaning back on my arms. You're maybe not going to be able to fully see me as I lean back. So my legs from shins on rest on the chair. My legs are about a 90-degree angle. My arms can rest at my side, on my belly, up overhead, wherever is comfortable. Now you might need more or less height underneath your legs to make this comfortable for you. So rather than a chair, you might use a stack of cushions, the couch, a lower stool, whatever works for you. So you'll stay there. I'm going to come back to seated. All right, and I'm going to read from the Barb Klein book. Just going to read one poem for today. I read this in some of my yoga classes last week, and it seemed to be helpful to some of my students. This one is on page 83 of the book. It's called Lifeline. We find ourselves lost, tossed, and thrown into the turbulence that can be life. Too easily and quickly, we cast aside our lifelines, those things that keep us anchored, safe, and tethered to ourselves. We let the lifelines go as unimportant or less important, luxuries in an oh-so-busy life. And we lose ourselves to the whirlpool of insanity, tossed and flipped and lashed by the winds of demand, until we finally capsize or run aground, unable to weather the storm for one more moment. I beg you, tether yourself to what matters most: love, connection, nourishment of body and soul, quiet, service, reflection, fun, play. Hold on to those who uplift you, strengthen and fulfill you. Release those who pull you under. The calm is right there, just below the storm. It's yours for the claiming. I encourage you to continue to stay here. Continue with your calves, your shins, resting on your chair, your cushion, your bed. If you have a wall, you can also do this as a full legs up the wall as well. And continue to cultivate that even breath in, longer breath out. Noticing any sense of warmth, relaxation, softness, comfort that this might provide in your body. I encourage you to stay relaxing in this pose as long as you'd like. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or more. Give yourself the gift of time during these trying times. I'm going to leave you here for now. Om Shanti, 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 Om. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you for joining me again today.